All right, we are recording. So, what's going on, PLC family? I just realized as I'm getting ready to lay down on Thursday night that I never did like a team review for myself, or team introduction, I guess is probably a better way to describe it. Like, I didn't talk about my draft and what I came away with and my thought process and what I liked about the team. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So, the draft was fun. The draft was good. I went in. I was the sixth pick, so I was in draft pool. There's draft pool 1. I was in draft pool 2, and I was the sixth pick. And I basically didn't have like a super concrete plan going in. I was just thinking, 5 picks are going to go by. I'm going to get I'm going to go asterisk for sure. I pretty much had decided that whatever happened, I was going to go with an asterisk Pokemon because they were just a lot better than a lot of the other options. So, I mean, there are a lot of good options that aren't, like, Hat. I mean, I guess Blastoise is, kind of, but Hat, Clefable, Skeletor, just looking at a couple. Armarouge, Tatsugiri didn't, Dondozo did, but there were a couple other Pokemon. I guess Volbeat's not bad, but there are a couple other Pokemon that are really good. Snorlax, but those aren't, like, first-round pick material. But that being said, I knew I wanted to go asterisk. The second thing I knew I wanted to do is I wanted to go for either weather or what's the thing? Terrain. So weather or terrain. That was the idea. Because those are like instant team starters. Those are like if you have weather, if you have rain, for instance, I went rain, you automatically have a core in that one Pokemon. So do you want to go with this Swift Swimmer, Poliwrath, or do you want to go with, where is it at? There's that little fish that I won Season 5 with, Barraskewda. Do you want to go with Barraskewda? Do you want to go with Poliwrath? Do you want to go Inteleon Sniper in the rain? You can go with the item that boosts the crit in the rain. It's going to go crazy. So it's like you automatically have that. Quaquaval. Do you want to go with the Aqua Step and now you're fast? And then you can hit with the Aqua Cutter. You can also use the same item that boosts critical hits. So you have basically one Pokemon and it's a core. And then you can kind of build around that. And then the second thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go terrain. So it was like as it looped around, Maushold, Gyarados, Ninetales, Tyranitar. More weather's gone. Primarina, Magmar, Volbeat, Sneasler. Sneasler was a pretty good pick on the back end. Indeedee male. So it's like terrain is still there. I'm going to go ahead and grab Indeedee. Indeedee female went second, which is unsurprising. But Indeedee male was still there. So again, you have a Pokemon, you have a core in that one Pokemon. So at that point, there's no synergy here. But I've got core number 1, core number 2. I'm ready to roll. So looping back around, Hat was still on the board. I went with Hatterene because it's a good Trick Room setter. It gives me the Trick Room option. I knew with that, I want to go. I also had the Expanding Force, so it plays very nicely with Indeedee male. But I wanted to go with Fake Out. I wanted to go with a Follow Me user. I wanted to go with something that kind of gets the pressure off Hat so I can set up Trick Room. It looks like I didn't do that until Alolan Persian, which is kind of surprising. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily super surprising. Blastoise plays well with Politoed, so at that point I've got some pretty decent synergy with 2 separate cores going. Scizor was still there. Scizor plays very well in the rain because weak to fire. You have the rain up. It's going to do a lot less damage, so that's good. And it was still there. It's actually pretty good value for the 5th round. And then Alolan Persian, again, I needed to get some fake out pressure. I needed to get something that could take the pressure off of Hatterene if I wanted to go Trick Room. It looks like Weezing was still on the board, so I grabbed that. I don't know if I was thinking, I can't remember if I was thinking I'm going to go Weezing and then go for Slacking, but I went with Weezing. It was still chilling. And actually, did I think that? I don't know. Maybe that was in the back of my mind. I can't remember exactly. But then Mandibuzz is still really good value in the 7th, 8th round, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8th round. And then I went Slacking because I had the Weezing. So at this point, I'm feeling really good because I've got cores right here. So I've got 2 cores that are kind of working together. I guess you could loop Scizor into that too. So I've got 2 separate cores. I've got a nice little support option for the Hat. So that's kind of working with that Indeedee. Well, maybe not the Indeedee male because you can't fake out in the terrain. But it kind of worked out where I had a fake out user next to my Trick Room setter. And then I had this Weezing. It's like, okay, Mandibuzz, a good Pokemon. And then I've got Slacking as well. So now it's like, this is a core. These are cores. This is a core. I've got 3 options. So now when you're building for my team, it's like, am I going to go with Slacking? Am I going to go with the terrain? Am I going to go with the rain mode? So you have to kind of think about that stuff. And I don't necessarily, I'm thinking about it, like if you prep for rain and I bring terrain, are you really that screwed? Maybe not. But at least it gives me options to kind of, I'm going to take this core in today, I'm going to pack these Pokemon in around that, and we'll see how it goes. Magmar was a really good pickup. That's the 10th round. Holy crap, that's a really good pickup. Where did Magmar go up here? I'm curious. Because Magmar in the 10th round is crazy. Where the heck did it go? There's one Magmar. We have them both. It must have got dropped. It is what it is. I like it. So, yeah, Magmar in the 10th round. Awesome. And then I went with I got sniped here. I was going to go with Barraskewda, so it must have been going this way. I got sniped for the Barraskewda. I wanted that. But I got Poliwrath, which is still a Swift Swim user, which goes, again, very nicely with the core. Its attack is a little low, so it's not surprising that it landed all the way down here, especially with me being the only rain user. I don't think there was another rain option. No, because Pelipper's not in the draft pool. So, yeah, it's not surprising it fell to me, but yeah, the 11th round, pretty good option. And then I ended up getting Vileplume with my 12th pick. I was thinking Vileplume has to have Rage Powder, so this is actually pretty good value in the 12th round, and it didn't, so I dropped it. But that's the team. Let's pop over here. And sorry, I am a little sick, actually. But yeah, this is the team so far. So I've got, my Politoed. I've got 2 of them, little Politoads. I've got Bubbles, which is actually a Let's Go Pikachu Pokemon, which is kind of interesting. But then I've got a Poliwrath over here. I've got a Poliwrath right here. I've got a couple Blastoise. I've got one Hippowdon. Actually, yeah, I've got one. He's not EV trained. I've got a Mandibuzz. Actually, I only have one Mandibuzz. I've got one Weezing and a Slacking. 2 Slacking, actually. And another Slacking that's... Oh, nope, never mind. And then I have a Snorlax who's... I've got my eyes on Snorlax. So, Jay, I might hit you up. But yeah, that's the team. I've got a Persian. So I think I have everything built, right? Yeah, I have one of everything, which is good. I'm probably going to work on getting more. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually like the team. Again, I've got 3 cores to work with. I've got some good tech around those 3 cores. So, I like my Season 10 team. I actually came out of the draft, again, going into the draft, not having a plan, just knowing that I wanted to go Asterisk first, I wanted to go Weather, I wanted to go Terrain. Those are like the really only criteria I had. Coming out of the draft, I was like, I actually do like my team. And as I kind of started to put it together, get bonds in game, I was like, this is kind of fun. Like, again, having Weather is cool, because if a team doesn't have Weather, now they got to plan accordingly. And then having Terrain is pretty cool too, because you can just tech on like a Psychic Seed, and now you're boosting special defense for your Hatterene. You can go max defense, max HP, you get the special defense boost, or you can go special attack, HP, a little bit of defense, you've got the special attack boost from the Psychic Seed. It's just, you got options with the Terrain. So, it's cool. I'm excited. So, I sound terrible. I don't feel that bad, but I sound terrible. But yeah, that's my team. So Season 10 team is dope. And I'm going to release this not tomorrow. J-Wade and I battle tomorrow now. So I'm going to put this out on Saturday. So, because I can't show him the team. This team is going to be in a separate video. You'll probably see that on Sunday after the stream goes live. So that's my Season 10 team. It's pretty cool. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.